Hello everyone, welcome to question session 3. In this session, we will discuss the chapter vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, in this chapter, we have studied the following topics. First is simple VRS. After that, we studied practical VRS. Okay, in simple VRS, our compressor that is in our VCRS is replaced by, okay, let's compressor is replaced by here our absorber, generator, and pump. Okay, in practical VCRS there are some external equipments attached to these things to make the system more efficient, like analyzer, dehydrator, or rectifier. Okay, uh, okay, so after that we have studied about how to calculate the COP of VARS. So we know that for COP we have to write three temperatures: TG, TC, and TL. Okay, these three temperatures are in our descending order. Okay, now between those three I will calculate efficiency. Between these three I will calculate COP of refrigeration. Okay, so efficiency is equal to lower temperature desired effect is our TG minus TC upon TG. Okay, now COP is given by TL upon TC minus TL. Now we can write our COP of VARS is equal to eta into COP. Okay, both in terms of Carnot, so we can calculate our formula relation from here. Okay, after that we studied what is Electrolux refrigerator. Okay, so Electrolux, there are three liquids, three type of fluids. Okay, three fluid system. And so there are some basic type of combinations which are used in our VRS. The most common types are used are your ammonia water, NS3, H2A, water, lithium, H2O, and lithium bromide. Okay, these two are most generally used. Okay, here NS3 is refrigerant, and this is our absorber. Okay, similarly here this is refrigerant, and this is our absorber. Okay, now in case of three fluid liquid system, there is external there is additional fluid. Let's say that in NS3O2 system, if we consider H2, then this H2 is used to drop the pressure from condenser to evaporator into the evaporator by reducing the partial pressure of your refrigerant. Okay, I hope you understood these points in last lecture. Okay, now we will move into our questions. So this is our question number 1. A waste heat can be utilized effectively in one of the following refrigeration system: vapor compression, no work done is required; air refrigeration, work done is required; vapor absorption, here we can use it. Okay, now it is mentioned vortex refrigeration. In vortex refrigeration, not we don't use waste heat, we use like high pressure gas. Okay, so next is the refrigerant used for absorption refrigerator working with solar collector in the mixture of water and, so it mentioned that absorption refrigerator working from solar collector. Okay, so solar collector, it works, the mixture of water is lithium bromide. Okay, meshed generator, rectifier, analyzer, receiver, dehydration. So he mentioned you that rectifier is also known as dehydration. Okay, so let me mention A, B, C, D. Okay, so C rectifier 1. Okay, next is analyzer, remove of vapor from strong aqua ammonium So remove a vapor from a strong. Okay, so this happen in generator. Okay, so A2, producing of dry ammonia vapor by removing traces of water particles completely. It happens in your receiver. Okay, or no, removal of vapor from a strong aqua ammonia solution. This happen in generator. Okay, producing dry ammonia vapor by removing traces of water particles completely. Dry ammonia vapor. Okay, so it happens after your generator, that is an analyzer. 3, storage of high pressure liquid ammonia. It happens in receiver. Okay, formation of liquid ammonia from high pressure vapor. Okay, so formation of liquid ammonia from high pressure vapors. Okay, so it also happen in your analyzer. Sorry, it happens in your absorber. Okay, so answer to be 2314. Okay, so there should be a correction in your options. This should be 3, this should be 1. Okay, so your correct answer is D here. Okay, 2314. Now moving to next question. Hydrogen is essential in Electrolux refrigeration system because it acts as a catalyst in the evaporator. The reaction between hydrogen and ammonia is endothermic in evaporator and absorber. The cooled hydrogen leaves the heat exchanger, cools the refrigerant entering the evaporator. It helps in maintaining low pressure. Okay, so I mentioned in your Electrolux refrigeration that it helps to maintain low partial pressure for ammonia. Okay, in question number 5 it is mentioned that which of the follow consider the following statement in the respect of absorption refrigeration and vapor compression refrigeration system. Okay, so we have to see first. It is mentioned absorption refrigeration system, second compression refrigeration system. Okay, now let's see. The former runs on low grade energy, this runs on low grade energy. Correct. The pumping work in former is negligible since the specific volume liquid shown is small. Correct. Okay, the later uses absorber while former uses generator. Okay, the former uses generator, later doesn't use absorber, later uses compressor, so this is incorrect. The liquid pump alone replaces compressor for the later. Incorrect. So option 2, 1 and 2 are correct. A. Next, moving to question number 6. In a vapor absorption reference system, heat is rejected in condenser only. Okay, so we know that there are two places that where heat rejected. First is condenser, second is absorber. In both we have we would circulate the cooling water. Okay, now next question, it is mentioned in a evaporator absorption vapor absorption refrigeration system, if Q is the refrigeration produced, so refrigeration effect is equal to QE. QG is our heat added to generator, WP is the work input pump work, and QC and QA are heat rejected in condenser and absorber is respectively. Heat rejected. Okay, the COP of the system will be, we know that COP is desired effect upon heat input, and as input desired effect is our QE. Input, what is input? QG plus WP. Option B should be correct. Okay, moving to next question. Electrolux refrigerator uses Electrolux, there is no pump. Okay, it totally works on gravity. For same condenser and evaporator temperature, the COP of absorption refrigeration system is less than that of vapor compression system, since in the absorption refrigeration system so mentioned that the COP of absorption reference system is less than, so mentioned that COP of VARS is less than COP of VCRS. Okay, and in case of same condenser and evaporator temperatures. Okay, So it is mentioned why this happens, because liquid pump is used for compression. This is incorrect. The refrigerant as well as solvent is used. This is also not. Low grade energy is used to run the system. This is option is correct. Okay. Due to low grade energy used in the VAR system, its COP is less. Next, the absorbent in the vapor absorption refrigeration system separates from refrigerant only when it absorbent in separated from the refrigerant only when. Okay, so we know that absorbent and refrigerant separates after our generator. Okay, only it is sufficiently heated, correct? In generator it is heated. Next, consider the following statement in respect to vapor absorption refrigeration cycle. The absorption refrigeration cycle is generally used when waste heat is available for an existing source or when free energy like solar energy to be used, correct? This option is correct. There are no moving part in the absorption refrigeration plant except correct. The value of coefficient of performance is nearly the same for both. No, this is incorrect. Okay, only statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay. So in question number 12, it is mentioned that in a vapor absorption system, larger the value of specific solution circulation, more the pump work. It is mentioned larger the volume specific circulation solution. Okay, so it is like we know that work from the open system is minus VdP. So it mentioned that larger the value of specific solution circulation. So I mean larger the value of V, the more the pump work, correct. The higher solution circulation rates of poor as well as resolution need larger pressure drop. Higher solution circulation rate of poor as well as richer circulation needs larger pressure drop in the system. Okay, so it is mentioned that for both your if you want to get more value of V, then for both richer and poor as well as resolution, we need large pressure drop in the system. Okay, so second is correct as well, and as you know that it is mentioned that need larger pressure drop in both. So if the higher the circulation rate means higher specific volume. Higher specific volume means that that the rate of flow is will be more. If the rate of flow of the solution will be more, then there will be more frictional loss in the system. Okay, so there will be higher pressure drop. So this option is correct, and we can say that so these two are directly affecting your pump work. Okay, so if we write because here in vapor absorption system, larger the value of specific solution circulation, more the pump work, because the higher the circulation rate, rate of poor as well as resolution need larger pressure drop in the system. It is correct. Okay, larger is the pressure drop, the more the work done. Okay, so option A is correct here. Moving to question number 13. Now the question 13 number is mentioning that the maximum possible COP of a solar absorption refrigeration system. So it is mentioned that cycle is VARS. Okay, with generator temperature it is given that T generator is equal to 360 Kelvin, and absorber temperature, that is absorber. Okay, we don't require absorber temperature, we require condensate temperature, is equal to 300 Kelvin, and T naught is our or TL, which we mentioned is our evaporator temperature is 270 Kelvin. We can write it as TE also. Okay, so if we want to calculate the COP, so we have to calculate efficiency between these two and COP between these two. Okay, so COP is equal to efficiency is the work done is 360 minus 300 is 60. 360 minus 300 divided by QH, as we know TH minus TL upon TH. Okay, so 360 into, if we talk about COP of between these two, so our desired is 270 upon difference of both 300 minus 270. Okay, so we will get 60 divided by 360 into 270 upon 30. 9 ja 3 2 ja 3 3 ja is equal to 1.5 is the COP of the system. Okay, we get answer is equal to 1.5. Okay, now moving to question number 14. It is mentioned that the vapor absorption reference system, the temperature difference is minus 15 degrees Celsius. The generator is the refrigeration temperature is, so we have been given, we know that there are three temperatures required: TG, TC and TE. Okay, so mention T is equal to minus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, it means that if we like solve this, so we will get 273 minus 263, 258 Kelvin. Okay, if we want to calculate TC, then the generator is operated by evaporative temperature. So it is given that in generator temperature is 110 degrees Celsius. This is equal to 383 Kelvin. Okay, now the temperature of surrounding where heat rejected is 55 degrees. So temperature considered condenser is 55 degrees Celsius. $328 Kelvin. Okay, 273 plus 55, 278, 30 and 20. Okay, correct. Next we have to have COP. So again efficiency and COP. So COP is equal to we can calculate the efficiency of these two, difference between these two, that is 55 upon higher temperature 383 into the lower temperature 258 divided by difference between them. Okay, that is 70. Okay, if we solve this, we will get COP is equal to, so 55 divided by 383 into 258 divided by 70. We get answer to be COP is equal to 0.529. Okay, now this is our next question, question number 15. It is mentioned that vapor absorption reference system, again VARS mentioned. VARS system is the heat pump with three thermal reservoir. Okay, this is a heat pump with three thermal reservoir as shown in the figure. The refrigeration effect is equal to, refrigeration effect is 100 watt, that is required. Okay, so here we have been given with the 100 watt. Okay, let's say this is T1, T2, T3. Okay, so this will be our Q1, this is Q2 and this is Q3. Okay, when the heat source is available at 400 Kelvin, where the heat source is available at 400 Kelvin, the heat rejection occurs at 300 Kelvin. So it is mentioned like this. Okay, it is mentioned that refrigeration effect is 100 watt required at 50 Kelvin. When the heat source available at 400 Kelvin, it means heat is supplied to the heat pump, and heat rejection occurs at 300 Kelvin. Okay, evaluate the minimum value of the heat required. Okay, so since we know that it is vapor absorption refrigeration system, so we can say that work done is nearly equal to 0. So we can say from here Q1 plus Q3 is equal to Q2. Okay, so Q1 value is given as 100. 100 is equal to Q2 minus Q3. Okay, this is equation number 1. Okay, now since the cycle is reversible, when the heat reaction, the minimum value of heat required, minimum value, so let's assume the cycle is to be reversible. Okay, so or we can, without assuming reversible also, we can say that we know that del Q by T should be always be less than equal to 0. Okay, so we can say that del Q by T here, Q2 is applied to 300, Q2 by 300 minus Q3 by 400 minus 100 by 250 is less than equal to 0. Okay, that's 300 the minimum value of heat required. Okay, so minimum value of heat required, it is mentioned, it is asked the value of Q3. Okay, that is our heat supplied, and this is our heat required inside a heat pump. Okay, I think you guessed it. Okay, it is mentioned that the refrigeration effect of 100 kilo is required when the heat source, the heat according to this. Okay, so if we like calculate the value of Q3, so we know that Q3 by 400 should be greater than equal to, if I taken the other side, this is Q2 by 300 minus 1 by 10, 5 to z 2 upon 5. Okay, now from here we can write that our value of Q2 is equal to 100 plus Q3. Okay, so we can write Q3 by 400 is greater than equal to Q3 is equal to 100 1 by 3 plus Q3 by 300 minus 2 by 5. Okay, so from here we can write Q3 into 1 by 400 minus 1 by 300 is greater than equal to 1 by 3 minus 2 by 5. Okay, sorry, here like we can see for heat pump, if we talk about this with respect to this, so we can see that Q1 is receiving and Q2 is rejecting from here, so this should be negative, positive, positive. Okay, I hope you can correct this. So you can write Q3 by 400 is less than equal to Q2 by 300 minus 2 by 5, and here it will also be a less than equal to sign. Here it will again be a less than equal to sign. Okay, now from if we solve this, we will get Q3 is less than equal to 80 watt. Okay, so from here we can say that Q minimum is equal to Q3 minimum is equal to 80 watt. Okay, or we can also solve it in another way, like since it is mentioned that is the vapor VRS. Okay, and have three thermal reservoirs, so we can directly calculate COP using TG, TC and TE. So we know that TG is our at 400 maximum temperature, 300 Kelvin and 250 Kelvin. Okay, so attach engine here, calculate efficiency, calculate COP. So we can calculate COP is equal to if we calculate engine, then work done 100 upon 400 into TE 250 upon difference is 50 5 4. Okay, so this is 1.25. now we know that COP is equal to desired effect upon heat input. Desired effect we know that 100 upon heat input is equal to let's say Q3. Okay, is equal to 1.25. from here also we calculate Q3 is equal to 80 watt. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. Okay, how to solve it. Now we're moving to next question. Now this question is VARS system works with generator, ambient, evaporator temperature as this and this respectively. The evaporator temperature falls to 250 Kelvin. What should be the generator temperature in order to operate the system with same COP? Okay, so it is mentioned that TG is equal to TC is equal to TE is equal to. Okay, so this TG is equal to 360 given, this is 310 and this is 260. Okay, now this ambient and condenser both should be same. Okay, now if we let's talk about in second case. In second case is given that TG dash is equal to, or we can write in this is case 1, this is our case 2. So in case 2 it is mentioned that evaporator temperature falls to 250, so this is 250. what should be the generator? This what should be this? Let's say this is X. Okay, and this remains same, so 3 surrounding will remain same. So if we want to calculate the COP of both, we will calculate the COP of equate COP of both. COP1 is equal to COP2. Okay, so in this case if we want to calculate, then 50 upon 360 into lower temperature 260 upon difference is 50. okay, is equal to COP2. If you talk about this, then 310 minus x divided by x, sure. And if we talk about COPs, then COP we will get here 250 upon 60. Okay, so we can solve this. Okay, so if we want to solve this, now if we solve this, we will get 26 divided by 36. Okay, and into 6 divided by 25. Okay, so we will get here 0.1733 is equal to 310 by x minus 1. Okay, if we solve this, add 1, and then this reverse this and multiply by 310, so we get, sorry, here it should be x minus 310, x minus 310 upper minus tg minus tc. Okay, so this will come out to be 1 minus 310 by x. Okay, so we will get 1 minus 0.1722, sorry, 33. Okay, then we will divide it by 310, so we get x is equal to 374.9 Kelvin. Okay, so this is our answer. So with this question we have completed the chapter vapor absorption reference system, and this will be our this is the completion of our third Q&A session. Okay.